The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
We're set. 19. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 37. Check 37.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6. At the 32-yard line.
What's that? 19. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Down, he's coming.
Throwing on third down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. That one, 28 yards on the ground. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard Touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. The Raiders out to an early lead over the Chargers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watson, off play action. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball is thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson, and the catch made by Hopkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
2nd down and goal. Watson forced out to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Here's Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now from back at the 9 after that last play. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And Gay knocks this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively. But
maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson rolling to his, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, you know?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
He's checking. Crash.
Jones. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And an alley to Rump. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Watson now to throw. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A pickup of 18 yards. But it's
set. 19. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Put it down. 45. And watch the screen.
Watson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go. Here we go. Get the flag. Man, I got you. Man, set. No, set.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Jones. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Hey, Mike, stop your whining. 50 wants the ball.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3
touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are back within a single score. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson buying time to his left. He'll try and run it.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Back now in Tampa, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I got one. Check 50, check 50.
Again, it's Jones. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd and 1, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding Fells complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches, because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check. Front down. Hey, check 24. Hey, line up, go.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Yeah, good job.
Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Jones. 38 yards on the scamper there. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick.
There we go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The first down carry here for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. It's Jones into the secondary again. Explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Come on.
Yeah, some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I start like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah. don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the city.
How will the Saints respond to heartbreak yet again? It's the coach. It's the first of 2 this Monday night on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the New Orleans Saints trying to put the sting of last year's NFC Championship game no call behind them as they play host to a preseason favorite in the AFC South, the Houston Texans. I'll look back to opening weekend at halftime, but now it's off to Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake. Torres. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Torres. It's complete to Hopkins.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Well, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6.
Watch time. Tight end's right. Watch time.
Delayed game offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Torres. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing,
Right, 47. Check, 47. I don't even know why this team showed up.
throwing on 1st down. Torres. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They can't stop us. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Operating from the gun. Torres going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver,
on 1st and 10, Torres. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Torres into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Throwing after the interception. Torres steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Torres. He's got Fuller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Torres. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Torres looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Torres. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Off play action. Torres going deep for Hopkins. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. From the gun, Torres. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter.
Here we go. 18 game. Check, 47. Get him.
On 1st down, Torres. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
56, right there, 56. Go.
Throwing again. Torres. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Torres. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and they will... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Torres. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now. They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Off-play action. Torres going deep for Hopkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Torres. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Torres. And a catch made by Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office and the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
Looking to throw. Torres. It's complete to Fuller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. They're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. He can run for it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And they're going to mark him. Off-play action. Torres. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Torres. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And he is not quite going to make... Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Torres. And now here is another interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Throwing after the interception. Torres. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
Caught left side Hopkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First down.
56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Throwing on first down. Torres going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Torres. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Torres. He's going to have the hook up to QT. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So this one a victory here for New Orleans.